Months of lavish celebrations, featuring top stars and global business moguls as guests, and performances by rarely seen artists.
Go, 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 go! Yeah!
Plus, stunning outfits with exclusive jewelry and fairy tale-like decor. India's wedding of the year has finally wrapped up, and it was one of the most extravagant events ever. Curious about the details and the cost? We've got all the info for you. Anant Ambani, the son of Asia's richest man, finally tied the knot with pharmaceutical heiress Radhika Merchant in front of thousands of guests. The Ambani family, who owns the Indian conglomerate Reliance, has a fortune estimated at $114 billion, according to Forbes. Naturally, this wedding was like no other. In fact, it was the most expensive Indian wedding ever.
Thank you so much for doing this for us and letting us enjoy the process of our wedding.
Former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and former British Prime Ministers Tony Blair and Boris Johnson were just some of the famous faces who flew in to attend the star-studded event. Kim and Khloe Kardashian shared every moment of their India trip. They posted videos of their wedding prep in Mumbai, including a rickshaw ride and arriving at their hotel with live flute music and arti thali trays. And of course, they flaunted their numerous custom-made outfits celebrating the country's culture.
It's all about emeralds at an Indian wedding.
Apparently, Kim Kardashian had the warmest welcome by the Ambani family. She was holding the groom's mom's hand tightly and chatting with guests. Actor John Cena was also present on the first day, posing for the cameras in a baby blue outfit. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra were other famous guests at the luxurious wedding. Priyanka Chopra was visibly thrilled by everything, enjoying dancing to local music. Bollywood icons like Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Amitabh Bachchan, Salman Khan, and Ranbir Kapoor didn't miss the wedding either. Guests gathered in Mumbai for 3 days of main ceremonies from July 12th to 14. Why these dates? Well, according to the bride, it was based on the couple's birth charts. The dates were strategically chosen upon the advice of our family pujari, who identified synchronic moments for our celebrations based on auspicious astrological alignments in both my charts as well as Anant's. It was a meticulous process. The newlyweds were warmly welcomed by friends and relatives at Mumbai's Geo World Drive, a convention center specially built and owned by the Ambani family. Let's dive into what happened there. Before the main celebrations, the affluent couple conducted several pujas, ceremonial prayers, and a mehendi ceremony where the bride and her guests adorned their hands and feet with henna. The couple also took part in haldi, a traditional ritual where the soon-to-be married are adorned with turmeric paste for prosperity. On July 12th, Anant's Barat, the groom's wedding procession, unfolded. He made a grand entrance on horseback before 2,000 guests, accompanied by musical performers and hundreds of dancers. The venue featured 60 animal sculptures, such as monkeys, elephants, and tigers, crafted from Indian flowers. Experts estimate that each sculpture required over 100,000 flowers to create. Designer Prabal Gurung, who witnessed it firsthand, was amazed by the scale of the event.
It was out of this world. I've never seen anything like this. The whole room was filled with flowers and Bollywood celebrities. There was all this dancing and singing.
Afterward, it was time for the most significant moment, the wedding ceremony.
And all that we need are your blessings for our dearest Anant and Radhika as they embark on their new journey together.
It involved traditions such as the Jaimala, where the couple exchanged flower garlands around each other's necks, and the Farah, where they walked around a ritual fire. Each vow encompasses promises of love, fidelity, prosperity, and mutual respect, creating a foundation for our married life. For this sacred moment, Radhika wore a unique couture ensemble by Abu Jani and Sandeep Khosla, featuring red and white colors. Then came the Bidai, the poignant farewell ceremony where the bride leaves her family home to start her new life at her marital home. At this moment, Radhika's entire family couldn't hold back their tears. For this occasion, she changed into a custom-made red and gold lehenga by Manish Malhotra, paired with a blouse from an Indian house's archive that is over 100 years old. Reflecting on her outfit, the bride shared, "There are looks, dresses, and jewelry, which I have planned on with my mom and sister since I was a little girl. I haven't paid much attention to trends. On Saturday, the Ambanis had a puja for the goddess Saraswati. It was a big deal because India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi was there too, alongside former Indian President Ram Nath Kovind and several current and former chief ministers from states across the country. Modi blessed the young couple and their families with well wishes. And finally, on Sunday, they had the Mangal Utsav, the couple's wedding reception attended by over 14,000 people. The bride dazzled in a gold filigree corset by Dolce & Gabbana, paired with a structured sari from Anamika Khanna. Despite rumors of entertainment by performers such as Adele, Drake, or Lana Del Rey, the guests enjoyed vocals by local treasures. A.R. Rahman and Shreya Ghoshal, two of India's most famous singers, rendered classical folk songs at the event. And we'd like to highlight the jewelry that the Ambani family wore over the weekend. Anant adorned a custom-made lion-shaped brooch encrusted with precious stones, including a massive diamond weighing over 50 carats. But it was the groom's mother, Nita Ambani, who stole the show. She wore a 100-carat yellow diamond necklace. The value of such a piece is truly hard to imagine. By the way, the entire wedding was meticulously organized by the creative Nita.
Thank you, Mama, for all that you've done, Mama. That all this is created by my mother and no one else. And my mother has gone all out for the last 4 months. She's worked for, I think, 18, 19 hours a day.
Of course, huge teams of event planners, along with the family's in-house staff, worked tirelessly around the clock to organize the multi-week celebration. Actually, it's more accurate to say major celebration, because there were also pre-wedding events that everyone was talking about too. In March, the Ambani family hosted a 3-day weekend at their home in Jamnagar, Gujarat. The festivities kicked off with dinner in a large glass structure on the family compound. It reminded the Palm House at the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, the bride's favorite spot during her college days in New York City. Around 1,200 guests attended, including Bill Gates, Hillary Clinton, Ivanka Trump alongside Jared Kushner, and Mark Zuckerberg with his wife Priscilla Chan. Meta's owner seemed to be quite fond of the $1 million Anant watch from Richard Mille. The bride-to-be also wore stunning outfits. One skirt was adorned with 20,000 Swarovski crystals, while another took 5,700 hours to make. She also dazzled in a pink version of the Versace dress that actress Blake Lively wore to the 2022 Met Gala. Before the weekend kicked off, everyone invited reportedly received a detailed 9-page guide with a dress code for each event. The celebration featured a jungle-themed party and a dazzling light show involving 5,500 drones. Guests were treated to 500 dishes prepared by approximately 100 chefs, ensuring they didn't have to eat the same dish twice. They also had access to hairstylists and makeup artists, along with return charter flights for their convenience. The highlight was a performance by Rihanna, her first full concert since 2016.
Anant, Aranaki, thank you for having me here. God bless your union. I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Reports suggest Rihanna received between $6 to $8 million for such a grand comeback. Other entertainers included Akon and magician David Blaine. During the event, everyone was deeply moved by the groom's speech. He thanked his family for their unwavering support, acknowledging that, in his own words, life hasn't always been smooth sailing.
I've faced many health crises since childhood, but my father and mother have never let me feel that I've suffered. My father and mother have always stood by me, and my father and mother have always made me feel that if I can think, I'll do it.
Anant also expressed gratitude to his beloved for standing by him during challenging times. It's known that the couple has been part of the same social circles since childhood, and their romance blossomed during a shared trip with friends in 2017. They got engaged in January 2023. In an interview, Anant described Radhika as the person of his dreams and shared that she changed his perspective on marriage.
I am definitely the most luckiest here. Radhika has been, for the last 7 years, it feels like I met Radhika yesterday. But every day I fall more and more in love.
But let's return to the celebrations because there's still a lot more to witness and be amazed by. In May, the Ambanis hosted another pre-wedding party, a 3-day cruise from Italy to France for 1,200 friends and partners. It was a retreat for the people that have contributed to our life in different ways. We had people from the ages of 6 months going up to 90 years. This time, it included a DJ set from David Guetta, performances by Katy Perry and Pitbull, and even a surprise concert by the Backstreet Boys. In Portofino, celebrants were serenaded by Andrea Bocelli. But there's more to the story. In early July, Radhika and Anant had their Sangeet, an evening filled with dance and music. This time, Justin Bieber himself graced the stage for their friends and family. Guests were thrilled, and it seems the singer was too, as he posted a photo from the VIP celebration on his Instagram.
Whoa! Thank you so much. I love you guys with all my heart.
Bieber's excitement is understandable. Rumor has it he was paid as much as $10 million for this rare appearance. Forbes estimates that the total cost of the entire wedding extravaganza reached more than $600 million, which amounts to just 0.5% of the Ambani family's net worth. No wonder the event came as a shock to many people, including locals who felt the Indian wedding literally turned the city upside down. According to media reports, several offices in Mumbai even instructed employees to work from home until the celebration concluded.
Most vulgar and ostentatious marriage ever seen.
To redeem themselves, the Ambani family has arranged some charity events. They hosted a communal dinner for approximately 51,000 villagers. All family members, including the bride and groom, served traditional Gujarati dishes to seek blessings from the locals. As part of the festivities, the Ambanis organized a collective wedding for 50 disadvantaged couples. They also invested in building 14 temples within an expansive complex in Jamnagar. On the evening of July 15th, they held a closing reception for Reliance Industries employees to express gratitude for their hard work. Journalists and paparazzi were also invited and encouraged to bring their families. Now, there are rumors that the newly married couple will be heading to London, possibly to continue their celebrations. No doubt, this wedding will be remembered as one of the most high-profile events ever. What did you think of the arrangements? And what are your thoughts on Anant and Radhika? Share in the comments below.